candidates here in the United States. And in the midterms we had, in the midterms and in the special election before that, we had two pretty important BNP activists from Bangladesh who will also live in America, running in American local elections. And they did so with the support of local Jamaat-e-Islami groups from the Islamic Circle of North America and other organizations. And I say they're BNP activists. One of them is the editor of the BNP's international magazine. So this is a serious BNP guy. And whether these people are Islamists themselves is another question, but they certainly have the support of Jamaat-e-Islami. They certainly have the support of the Islamists. As for the lobbying, we had a man, the deputy head of Jamaat-e-Islami, Abdul Razak, a barrister in London, visited DC a few months ago to meet with policymakers and a few think tanks. His visit was acknowledged and recognized and supported by Jamaat-e-Islamic activists here in DC. There is no separation between the political activities of Jamaat internationally and the charitable activities. It's all part of one network. And unlike other Islamist networks, I mean, take the Muslim Brotherhood, for example. People always talk about a Muslim Brotherhood network here in the US. I've never really bought that because it's not like they're taking orders from the Guidance Bureau, or at least there's no evidence that they're taking orders from sort of Egyptian figures in Cairo. It's more nebulous than that. I think there are groups in the US whose ideology is informed by the Muslim Brotherhood and perhaps were once activists or connected, but it's less cohesive. It's nebulous. The Jamaat-e-Islami is a different question, I think. I think it's very closely tied to leadership of Jamaat-e-Islami in Pakistan and Bangladesh.
So your argument would be that the Muslim Brotherhood in the United States has less tangible connections to the leadership of the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt, or at least the Central Guidance Bureau of the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt, whereas the Jamaat-Islami networks in America are much more closely tied to their leaderships back in Bangladesh and possibly Pakistan?
I think absolutely that, and you know, Muslim Brotherhood branches around the world can't even agree with each other. You know, the number of splits, and even within Egypt, there are about 3 different strains of the Brotherhood right now. Jamaat is more cohesive.
Okay. Well, Awa, you have been